20,000 years ago, in the Upper Paleolithic period of Europe, a tiny hunter-gatherer group gets ready for a trip to find food for the next winter. Its chief, Tao, raises his teenage son Keda and welcomes him and another kid into the hunting party. While Tao thinks Keda is ready, his wife Ro is concerned, so the hunters head off. Keda objects when Tao asks him to slaughter a pig they have captured as a test. One evening, a Macaridus notices the fire at the gathering and leaps through their circle, grabbing Keda's friend. The tribe leaves him for dead after hearing the deadly fight in the shadows. A memorial service is held for the member, during which rocks are placed to represent the transition of the individual's spirit to the afterlife. Eventually, the hunters come upon a herd of steppe bison, which they make a valiant attempt to drive off a cliff. A bison charges Keda in the middle of the mayhem, knocking him over the edge and leaving him clutching a jagged precipice with his hand. Keda looks to break his leg and is knocked unconscious after losing his grip and falling to a higher ledge. When Tao tries to descend to reach him, a different tribe member stops him and sincerely tells him that Keda is dead and there is no way to get to him. After the group departs, a grieving Tao conducts yet another death rite. After waking up, Keda makes an attempt to down the rest of the cliff. The ravine below floods as a result of an unexpectedly strong downpour. Keda loses his hold and dives into the water. After splinting his injured foot and making it back to the top of the cliff, he manages to survive. He knows he had to hike back to the village by himself after noticing the memorial cairn his tribe left behind.
A pack of wolves attacks him, but he manages to flee up a tree and injures one of them before the others abandon him. Keda feels sorry for it and tends to its wound. He gradually wins the wolf's trust by offering it food and drink, proving his dominance by taking care of himself first. Without the wolf, he heads toward the village, but it follows. As their friendship develops, they take up small boar hunting together. Keda gives the wolf the name Alpha along the journey. A pack of wolves menacingly approaches them one night. When they see Alpha, who comes forward to say hello, they hesitate. With Keda's approval, Alpha follows the group as they sprint off. As the season transitions to winter, Keda travels alone. A group of wolves is seen feasting on a frozen lake. He recognizes Alpha and rushes towards them, but he slips through the ice. They are reunited after Alpha joins in his rescue.
Together, they discover a man who has frozen to death outside of his tent and take a bow and arrow from him as they continue on their trek. A second Macaridus attacks them in a cave where they later seek shelter from cave hyenas. Keda uses the arrow to kill the Macaridus after a fight between Alpha and the hyenas. But Alpha has severe injuries and is now having trouble moving. Keda starts to cough up blood in the meantime. Keda carries the wolf until Alpha is unable to walk. When Keda finally locates the village, he is delighted to see his parents again, who are astounded and proud of him. To Keda's surprise, the wolf gives birth to a litter of pups while the village healer attends to Alpha's wounds. After being formally welcomed into the clan, Alpha and her puppies are raised by Alpha and Keda. The group eventually consists of both domesticated wolves and humans who hunt together.